Just a thought, and I was thinking. Today is April 29th, 2018. We used to have a tradition, if you want to put it like that, or a way of thinking when we were kids that our parents bestowed on us. And it's kind of one of those things, it's like, I'm sure it comes from different areas, but nobody actually knows where it came from. But we're always taught that we have a guardian angel on our shoulder, but we also have a devil on the other shoulder. Now, this goes back for thousands of years. And if you just need to go back a couple years, you go all the way back to the Looney Tunes and, cartoons like that, where there was always a devil and there was always an angel. And you got to ask yourself, where could they have gotten, where could they have thought of an idea like that? Since ideas come from the past. Ideas come from other cultures. Ideas come from... But why do we tell our kids, and why when we were younger do we get taught that we have a devil on the shoulder and an angel on the other one? And I know for the most part nowadays it's about our conscience, our subconscious, our it, and ego. But let me ask you this. If you go all the way back to Roman time, Romans were scrupulous about keeping records. That's the reason why we know that Jesus died on the cross. It's the reason why we know different people died and how they died, is because the Romans used to keep records. Okay? Now, my theory is, while up on the cross, Jesus was confronted by two men. One asked forgiveness and if he could enter heaven. The other was evil, mean, kind of just completely rude. If your father's so powerful, let him take you off this cross right now, stuff like that. The other one says, can I die? And Jesus said, you will be in heaven now. You'll be in heaven today. So, when we go and we start looking at things as of why they are what they are and how they are what they are, maybe it's those two men that were between Jesus on the cross. One was the devil, one was the angel. The devil tempting Jesus like he did in the desert, saying, hey, look, if you're so powerful, this can all be yours. Well, how can you give me something that's not mine or not yours to give? That's what he was in the desert. And then you get the angel telling the voice of reason, don't do it. Don't give up. Just keep the course, say the right thing. Don't be mean, always constantly telling us, the difference between right and wrong. And I like to think of it like that because, like I said, we're all created in God's image. So technically, are we all not sons and daughters of God in the first place, which makes Jesus our brother? Now, I know there's a lot of people, but I'm not going that deep into it. I'm just saying. So, we need to get back to the old philosophy, We need to start listening to our conscience again. A lot of times we have many, many excuses. We have many, many reasons why we don't do something or say something, but that's the devil talking to us. Or what I like to think of as the devil. Then you've got the hard stuff. Oh no, but we got to keep going. If we don't, we got to keep the course. And that's your angel talking to you. Why is it a story like that to someone like me is so important? Well, growing up, like I said, I had a lot of loss in my family, and I had nowhere to turn to. But my family always taught me earlier on as a kid, talk to God. He's there. God can be any way you want to think him to be. There's no rules on who God is. It's funny because I love when man puts rules, and organized religions put rules on who God is and who Jesus is and stuff like that. But they forget that we were created in God's image. So, when you're down and depressed, when you're in somewhere and you're trying to get everything done, sometimes it's wise to I was always told that you can't even hide from God. You know, you can be a closet somewhere under a bed. You know, that's what they teach us. You know, you can't hide from God. He's everywhere. You know, he's in the darkness. He's in the light. And, you know, he created the light from the darkness. You know, nothing can get darker, but you can make things brighter and brighter, brighter. And so I like to think of it as we need to go back to listening to that guardian angel and that devil on our shoulder again. What do we do? How do we do it? Why are we doing it? What are the reasons why we're doing it? And what are we doing it for? And I think that makes all the difference in the world. It's our own interpretation of how we handle it is what we must contend with, and how we handle things. It's our interpretation of what is said and done. And you know, some people don't want to listen. Some people listen, but they think it's too late. It's never too late. Even Constantine on his deathbed, you know, became a Christian. But it's not always about becoming a Christian either. We put this belief that if we have a title, that it's more important. I think what's most important is that we believe the reasons we need to believe. No rules. We're all different. We all come from different backgrounds, different places. We can argue about anything at any time. Sometimes it's nice just to know that we're loved and that we are created for a reason, and that if you actually look at the circle of life and who we are and how we got here, that we're a miracle. Yet we want to deny others that same opportunity, that same privilege. Just food for thought today. Have a great day, everybody.